we know that the WTO is going through certain challenges. And so the question for many people is it well placed at this time to really enable and support the global economy in its very dismal and very the terrible situation that it finds itself, and more in particular with Latin America. So I want to really try to move you into being as specific as possible in helping our audience understand why is it that the World Trade Organization, and at this time, is relevant to Latin America.
So let me give you a very concrete example, Ricardo. In Latin America, we only produce 4% of the protective personal equipment, therapeutics, diagnostic methods, and others that are required to fight the pandemic. So for Latin America, having access to vaccines, but having access to these diagnostics, to the personal protective equipment is absolutely critical. And since this is not manufactured in the region, if it's not where because of trade, then the region would have very limited access to all of these instruments, to all of this diagnostics, and to the vaccine, quite frankly. The WTO can play a very important role in making sure that trade can flow smoothly in these products. And there is actually, and this can be done through many different ways. By curtailing the use of export restrictions, for example, under certain circumstances, by facilitating the imports of these products by countries. And right now, I'm sure you are aware, and your viewers and readers may be aware as well, there is an important conversation taking place in the WTO as to whether some intellectual property rights should be waived in order to incentivize the manufacturing of the vaccine in other countries across the world. So all of these are very important topics, and these are topics for Latin America that if they're not sorted out in the WTO, there is no place for Latin American countries to sort this out. Besides, some of these products, they come from across the world, but they may come from Germany, from China, from the US, from the UK, from other countries. So for Latin America, really, the WTO plays a critical role in ensuring that Latin Americans will be able to fight the pandemic. So I am aware that sometimes the WTO seems like a remote organization for people in Latin America, just because it's based in Geneva, that is a bit far away. But the reality is that the organization can have a huge impact in the daily lives of the people in the region.